我个不到都个都开，若头并青若把个路内中路。
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
OK， 让些我想呢，也想我把能够去北蒙沃少 Festival 龙安来一路工程，大家来做中弄呢，这里กูอยากพัฒนาคือเราก็ตัวพลองสิริใส่ปอสังเวยเราจะเอาไปจะสุดสุดตุนนู่นไปรองเชียเป็นยอขนอนเราไปก็ยีสังรองเชียใจต่อ Governor อย่าเอตูจุนจงยอดไปลูวิสคอนซินนอนเราไปใจต่อตัวสัวอีจงเราชื่อเสดอวัวตัวตรงนู่นนะวัวเจ้า
of our state here, and we welcome you to give us a few words of wisdom and also to bless our event as we do.
Well, thank you so much for once again hosting this wonderful event that brings people from all across the United States here. And the Hmong community is so important to our state and our nation. And I just wanted to thank all the people that organize this year after year. Now this year is a special year in that it's my understanding that there was the Hmong Lao veterans are not going to be here today because they had a death and there's a funeral today. And whatever we can do to make sure that those veterans are held to the highest esteem. If we could think about them all during this event. I know this is a fun event, lots of soccer, lots of things to eat, lots of things to drink. But those folks that fought in that secret war back then deserve our thoughts and prayers every single day. This is a fun event. Let's make sure this happens. And thank you so much for inviting me.
Đó là là tiếp khẩu của bên Hmong Wausau, cầu chỉ sang nhau họ mình tăng khảo đi nó rong xe hay tiền nó xử lý tuần governor cho chân nó chưa được tua, bên yêu cầu người chia qua hay nhà thầy nhà chỉ rong cái nhiều xuyên sập là nhớ cho họ lúc gì lúc rồi còn governor nếu mà chia rồi trong bao lâu nó một trôi hút trong lý cơ có bên ít trong Hmong cho được cầu chỉ sang nhau họ mình tăng khảo đi nó còn nó cái nhân rong thứ nhà thứ bắt đầu nhận được.
So, on behalf of the Hmong 18 clans, President Hu wants the governor and the lieutenant governor and our distinguished guests here to cut this ribbon and give us some blessing and to remove any hatred, any negative energy, any pain, illness, and allow us to continue to prosper and will bless us with your presence, but also bless us with positive energy as well.
Đó là họ bên nó tôm mù bên cái trồng mong là do cầu gì sang nhau mình tăng khảo đi nó rong xe tiền nó là giờ trồng nó giờ bên lúc công chân cầu bên thì không nhớ cầu nó giờ lên nó này giờ ít tu chuyên trồng nhớ cầu bên Wisconsin nó này tuột cho là bên rong xe do còn này chia lúc bao nhiêu bắt cú nó cho cầu hồ mong cầu bên trồng mong sẽ được cầu gì sang nhau nó cái thứ nhất là cả tàu cái cú là cả tàu sẽ được còn nó cá nhân rong ấy có chỗ họ nếu bắt chia lúc bao nó.
Next, I'm going to be proceeding to give you the scissors for you to prepare to cut this ribbon on our behalf and give us some good blessings as well.
Đểผมmua lô chấm bαλlông lô. Giờ mua chỉ là chia cho số đi cho bé mặt chia luôn nè.
This is Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, and thank you so much for having me. I have been at this event every year since I've been Lieutenant Governor, and it is amazing the amount of work and effort that goes into this. And I understand that the dance that we just watched was talking about the power of education and the power of education for young women and girls. And I think that that's such a strong message and one that exemplifies what this festival is about. Thank you.
Okay, hello, thank you everybody for being here. My name is Pahua Her, and I hail from the state of Minnesota. I just want to say what a beautiful day to come together. First, let me say thank you. Thank you for being here, for bringing your energy, and for making this festival a true celebration of what we are as a community. Whether you've traveled across town, across states to join us, we are so grateful that you are here. This weekend is about reconnecting with old friends and connecting with new friends and enjoying every moment that this weekend has to offer for us. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, and I just want to say thank you so much.
You're going to cut the right side. Okay. Make sure you cut both. Okay. Lieutenant Governor, you cut the other side. Okay. But let's like Governor even cut it first. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So this is just sparkling juice.
Okay.
Typically, if this was in China or other places, they may do a little bit different.
That's very funny.
So they want you to drink it and then we'll go on.
Okay, thank you. Cheers.
We'll have you sit on my lap and then
How are you? I'm good. How about you?
Out of respect.
This morning will consist of very important, prestigious people that I will be introducing on stage. The first person that will be making his remarks, he is now the Executive Director of the Hmong American Center here in Wausau. Please welcome B. Van Her.
Testing. Welcome, Neng Xiong. My name is B. Van Her. I am the new Executive Director for the Hmong American Center. First and foremost, you always got to thank the person before you, Neng Xiong. It's always been a pleasure. I have worked under you for many years and I have followed you. And so it's great to see that you have moved on, but at the same time as your goals and your vision are still leading the Hmong American Center. Secondly, I want to announce myself in Hmong. Neng Xiong should let the B. Van Her Director chat with Hmong, Gulu Bao Neng Xiong Chat, Secondly, I just want to say thank you to the committee. I know it's been many hard months, long meetings, but you know, it finally came to play, and we are finally here, finally doing this. Welcome to the 8th annual Hmong Wausau Festival. With this festival, we have gone through many challenges, many cuts, but at the same time, as you know what, we as public servants, we value the experience of our community and the community at large. So glad that everybody is able to be here. Community members, to volunteers, to staff, thank you for all your hard, long hours and your preparations for this event. Next, I just want to say thank you to all the local, county, and federal state leaders. It's nice to see everybody come back every single year. Before I do leave the stage, I did want to say one thing. I became a volunteer and a public servant in 2017. Ever since I became a volunteer and a servant, I've been under the Tony Evers' administration, being such a good state leader. He has led by example of how to treat your neighbor, how to love your own people. And Tony Evers, governor, I am saddened that you are going to retire soon, but it is an honor to have been a public servant under your administration, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, B-Man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next up, making some remarks, he is the leader within our Hmong Clan 18 system here in Marathon County. Please welcome the president of the Hmong 18 Clan, Neng Xiong. Welcome, Neng Xiong.
OK 呀，我就被讲的上市的老丁那些呀，我就把你做中跟我那些在老丁那，让不但在说个我在老丁那些，看手那包个我要个的了，要被叫个医生呢，要你多那那就在老被他被老路呢。rong xuyên đâu giờ xong nó ở bên ngồi chi ra cá lợn sao là gia đình nó bên không vào sổ ra cá mua lúa công sinh rồi bên hồ lúa gì lúa giò gia đình nó rong xuyên cần cầu rồi cầu hồng hông thì và điểm tới gì lên một chỗ xử lý xong nó bắt tham bị của là sơ chế đồ gì lên khó chờ lỡ nó là một chỗ đồ bên lúa cầu hồng hông cho nên cho tôi xài lúa và tôi bác kia hồ lúa cho lúa cầu hồng hông là giờ lúa ngàn nó này bây giờ có gì sang nhau hôm nay tăng cao đi nó là bây giờ dân rong nên tổ chức tổ chức một ít gì chứ để vấn đề sẽ được cho ở một nơi bây thêm một lúc ngàn nó là cho số lúc xong để vấn đề cho tôi sẽ rồi sẽ được cho đâu họ nói là rong xe cần cầu hạt tiền lúc nào bây lúc công trình nào bây qua số xong bây cô bỏ tù cả bên nữa là cho nó cho chứ America số tù cô tôi còn bây tao mua cầu tự xong nó bây cho cầu gì sang là giờ bây trên mông nhớ cho mình tăng khâu đi nó rong xe cần cầu thì bây sẽ được số tù cho tàu sầu cho rong qua rong cầu lúa tên là chứ cầu lúa tua là cầu lúa bỏ tàu thì bây trên mông nhau đó nhưng giờ ít chỉ chỉnh chân theo còn nó giờ phải chỉnh chân này bây qua tên giờ rong đi trả là vừa cho nó chứ lấy chia đi sa cho còn bây chia theo mỗi bây sai cho lúa xả xăng họ cho khán giả là trong lúc xí hơi nó phong trong lúc chạy lúc nhung là trong lúc chạy nó là bê sẽ được chế mong yếu tàu sửa xì và đây chỉ là bê yếu tàu xí công tên lúc ngàn từ bê tua là trong một cái cho nhỏ xin đầu xin trả xin chê lì giả bê yếu tàu và rong còn lúc tên là chứ bỏ tàu bê chế mong tôi nhớ trong lúc tên chờ nó là cả bê và rong thế rồi chia bê thêm một măng mỏ nữa đâu họ nói là thâu và cho đôi ít trồng cái tin nước trà nên sẽ được nhắc cái đấy cái gì cho tuân đầu bàn giờ bàn là giờ cho mua không và rau món nó bên không vào sổ nhau trâu nó bên và trâu và đi những tốt sao bên cho số xong giờ nên là bên cho có gì sẵn nhau nó là bên những dòng giống này nên tôi cứ nhớ cứ chia tôi đỡ tôi hú tôi cắt tôi rong nên một vài một chế là một đứa một rong một cầm hát chỉ được tay còn hút chỉ được tờ lời xong này bây giờ mua là bây giờ vào này sẽ được tốt sao bây giờ hôm nay lúc giờ mua là bây giờ tốt sao này thì còn này sẽ được khử giặt cho là có tàu ra dàn ra qua châu
Fong. I just think I see him across there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can we all give the Hmong 18 Clan Council President another round of applause, please? Thank you very much. I do apologize, but to all our non-Hmong speakers, there will be no translation services up here. And they said to me, hey, I should do it. I said, you know, if I were to do it, it might be all wrong, okay? And number two, we're gonna be here till all day. So that's just not gonna work. So please, we ask for your forgiveness in that. There will be no translation services, but Neng Xiong basically welcomed each and every one of you here to this event, and that your attendance is very important. Very important to our community, so thank you. Going forward though, I believe this next speaker, no translator is needed because he is the leader of our community here, the leader of Wausau, and he's powerful, speaks very genuinely, and walks his talks. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the leader, the mayor of the city of Wausau, Mayor Doug Denny.
Thank you, Isaac. Boy, he brings the energy, doesn't he? Neng Xiong, Sum Xia. What a great and glorious day it is to be in Wausau. And there's nothing like the Hmong Festival to remind us how fortunate we are to live in a city that celebrates its people, its diversity, and its shared future. This festival isn't just something we host here in Wausau, it's part of who we are. With one of the largest Hmong populations per capita in the country, Wausau is proud to be a home where tradition and opportunity grow side by side. We are especially proud to welcome several distinguished guests: Governor Tony Evers, Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, Congressman Tom Tiffany, Senator Tom Check, Administrator Leonard, President Neng Xiong of the Hmong 18 Clans Council, and our keynote speaker, acclaimed Hmong American visual artist, Ahua Her. Thank you all for being here. Your presence reflects the significance of this event and the strength of the Hmong community throughout Wisconsin. This weekend we celebrate the richness of the Hmong culture through exciting sports competitions, traditional modern dance, singing performances, a colorful grand parade that we witnessed, a vibrant mix of food, arts, and community connection. We also should take an opportunity, as we heard the governor mention, to celebrate, take a moment to honor our Hmong American veterans and their families, those who served bravely during the Secret War in Laos and helped build a new life in America. Your sacrifice, strength continue to shape this community, and we thank you. And as we notice their absence today in uniform, I believe they're in Milwaukee at a funeral. The last several funerals that I've been to, I took note that there was a flag-draped casket, and that flag was the flag of the United States of America. It's a reminder that our Hmong veterans were American soldiers before they were Americans. And their journey that led them here is why we're here in part today. So this festival has become one of the Midwest premier cultural gatherings, welcoming more than 16,000 attendees, 70 sports teams, and dozens of vendors. Its impact is certainly economic, but more important, it brings people together, it strengthens the bonds of identity, pride, and place. The Hmong American Center, to the Hmong American Center, the organizers, sponsors, and volunteers, thank you for your tireless dedication. You've created something lasting and deeply meaningful for Wausau and beyond. To everyone here today, whether you're competing, performing, supporting, or simply enjoying, thank you for being part of this celebration. Welcome to the 2025 Hmong Wausau Festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Doug Denny. Everyone, please give him another round of applause, please. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much. All right, I want to apologize, but this was my job, and I didn't do it, all right? To get onto the stage, I apologize to our special guest speakers today. To get onto the stage, you walk outside the tents, go to the back. You'll see an opening, go through that opening, and then you'll see the steps that walk up onto the stage, and that's how you get here. So they said that was my job. I hope that's not grounds for termination, but that's how you get here on stage. So I do apologize to our special guest speakers. Up next. She is from Blaine, Minnesota, and correct me if I'm wrong when she gets up here, when you get up here. I believe she's here for the first time speaking. She may have been here before for the festival, but she could be here for the very first time speaking as a guest up here. But this individual is a Hmong American artist whose practice engages primarily with legacies and potentials of landscape, portraiture, and documentary photographic traditions and aesthetics, creating works that examine identity, belonging in Hmong diasporic communities. She is an assistant professor at the University of Minnesota. She went to Yale University. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our keynote speakers today, please welcome from Blaine, Minnesota, Pahua Her.
All right, welcome everybody. I'm so grateful to be up here to speak to you all. I'm gonna preface this by saying when I was asked to be a keynote speaker, I was really nervous because I am not a public speaker, and so I am sorry in advance if it's not good. But first and foremost, I want to say good morning, Wausau. Good morning, elders, leaders, brothers, sisters, and friends. My name is Pahua Ho, and I am the eldest daughter of Neng Xiong Molly. I am also from the great state of Minnesota. What an honor to stand before you today at Hmong Wausau Festival, as we gather not just to celebrate, but to remember the immense courage it took to step onto unfamiliar soil, to remember the profound sacrifices woven into the fabric of our very existence here, to remember 50 years, half a century of the Hmong story in America, a story defined above all else by resilience. 50 years ago, our story in America began not with fanfare, but with flight. It began in the shadows of war, in the treacherous mountains of Laos, and in the desperate scramble for survival. It began in crowded refugee camps in Thailand like Ban Vinai and Pananikon, where uncertainty was the only certainty. And then it began here, arriving with little to no more than the clothes on our backs, the strengths in our spirits, the weight of unimaginable loss and dislocation on our shoulder. We were strangers in a strange land. The language was foreign, the customs unfamiliar, and the cold winter nights, winter of the Midwest, right? Especially shocking. But look around us. Look at what Resilient has built. It wasn't just about surviving those harsh first few years, though that in itself was a triumph. It was about thriving. It was about taking root in new soil and refusing to be defined solely by our past. We built communities from the first clusters of families supporting each other in crowded apartments. We built vibrant neighborhoods, cultural centers, and associations like the strong Hmong community here in Wausau. We revolved the social fabric of torn by war. We've embraced education. We've understood that knowledge was the key to our children's future. We pushed them, we sacrificed for them, we stayed up late, helping with homework. We barely understood ourselves. And today, Hmong students are graduating high school, college, and graduate programs at an incredible rate. We have become teachers, nurses, engineers, lawyers, scientists, artists, civil servants, and leaders in every field imaginable. We served our new home. We carried our legacy of loyalty and courage into the U.S. military, serving with distinction. We stepped into civic life, serving on school boards, city councils, state legislators. We became police officers, firefighters, civil servants, protecting and building the community that we now call home. We preserve and evolve our culture. We kept languages alive in our home. We lobby to pass legislation to ensure that the Hmong language will be taught in the schools that our children attend. We celebrate our Hmong New Year, wore traditional pandao clothes, played our playing, sang our kutsia, and still are able to cook our purple sticky rice. But we also created new art, new music, new expression of what it means to be Hmong in America. We learned to navigate these two worlds. And we stand on the shoulders of giants who embody these resilience. We remember the quiet strength of countless elders like my own grandmothers, whose wisdom anchored our family amidst the storms that have come our way many, many times before. We draw inspirations from pioneers like Dr. Dia Cha, one of the first Hmong women to earn a PhD, blazing trails in academia and culture preservation. We celebrate stateswomen like the former Minnesota State Senator Mimoa, the first Hmong American elected states legislator, proving that our voice belonged in the halls of power. We burst with pride for Suni Lee, who soared higher than any of us could have imagined 50 years ago, slipping through the air to become the first Hmong American Olympia and bringing home an all-around gold medal. Her grace and power understood the brightest light, showed the world the heights that our children can reach. And we celebrate leaders like Gashua Christy Yang, who made history right here in Wisconsin as the first Hmong judge appointed in the state. Her achievements on the bench represents our growing presence and contribution in every pillar of American society. Their triumphs remind us both the painful cultural bridges that we have had to cross and the incredible determination that defines us. These are the vibrant threads of our ever-expanding tapestry. And then my own thread, my journey, is a testament to the doors America opened for a refugee child like myself. My earliest memories are shaped by displacement, by the struggle of those early years. Photography became my sanctuary, my way of expressing a complex identity, Hmong, refugee, and American. But the The dream felt impossibly large. An Ivy League education, a career as an artist, and for a girl whose parents only had ever known war and refugee camps, and yet this is the promise of America realized. Because of my parents' relentless work in factories and farms, because of elders who shared stories that became my foundation, because of mentors who saw potential where others might have seen limitations, I carry that Hmong resilience with me all the way to Yale University, where I earned a Master's of Fine Arts. To think about that journey, from the mountains of Laos to the refugee camps to the hollow halls of Yale. At Yale, I learned to wield a camera not just a tool, but as a voice. I honed my craft at one of the world's most prestigious institutions, and today, that journey brings me full circle right here to Wausau. It is a profound honor to be sharing parts of my practice with this community here in Wausau and during the Wausau Hmong Festival, right? The Hmong Wausau Festival. My exhibition, Double Exposure Community Portraits, is on view right now at the Leiyaki Woodson Art Museum, and it runs through August 24th. I just have to give that plug. This work delves deeply into the themes we hold close: the community, belonging, and the intricate layers of identity within the Hmong diaspora. I'm also deeply grateful to be here as an artist in residency, and I will be here through the end of July, engaging directly with the community that inspired so much of my work. As a thriving artist and an assistant professor of photography at the University of Minnesota, I live that dream. Art, my artistic practice, explores memory, landscape, belonging, and the nuanced evolving identity of the Hmong people. It asks questions about home, about loss, about beauty found in resilience. It allows me to reframe our narrative, to show our complexity, our strength, our deep humanity to the world. And now, whether guiding students in Minnesota or connecting through my residency and exhibitions here in Wausau, I cherish the privilege of sharing these tools to tell our personal and powerful stories. Only in America could a Hmong refugee girl like myself walk this path, from trauma to the Ivy Leagues, to shaping young minds and sharing her vision in museums, finding freedom and platforms to explore and express our shared journey through art. So, as we celebrate 50 years, let us commit to being active authors of our next chapter. Let us honor the resilience that brought us here by creating stronger families, creating thriving businesses, creating vibrant art, creating pathways to leadership, creating spaces where our culture will flourish. Let us support each other's creation. Let us document our journey, just not in the history books, but also in the stories we tell through our lives, our work, and yes, through art. Our story is not just one of survival. It is a masterpiece still being painted. It is etched in the lines of our elders' face, captured in the focus of our young generation's eyes, and reflected in the wisdom of our gaze, and framed in images we create to understand who we are as a people. Resilience is our medium. America provides the canvas. We are the artists that we have been waiting for. Every act of courage, every act of creation, every act of community, that is our brushstroke. After 50 years, the most vibrant colors, I believe, have yet to come. So let us keep creating boldly and beautifully. Thank you for letting me speak for the last 10 minutes.
inspiring, wasn't it? Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Pahua's work and exhibit is found throughout the nation and also the world based on her biography. So we're happy that she was here today to share her insights. Very inspirational. Thank you very much. Our next speaker is a man that does not need introduction because his name pretty much says it all. He is the leader of our state. He has been here to this festival since it started. He supports our community. He supports the whole state of Wisconsin. We are more pleased than ever to have the leader of our state be here today with us as a keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, could I please have you all stand up and please welcome Governor Tony Evers.
Thanks so much, Isaac. He's got a lot of energy, doesn't he? Anyway, it is a real honor and pleasure to be here for the 5th annual Hmong Wausau Festival. This event keeps getting better and better, and it's great to come back for my 6th year celebrating with all of you. I want to recognize the work of the folks at the Hmong American Center, Visit Wisconsin, and the city for organizing this outstanding festival. I'd also like to thank the many vendors, and volunteers, and performers who offer their service and their talent to help put on this great event every year. And most importantly, this celebration is an opportunity to immerse in the food, the music, the dance, and the language that are indicative of the vibrant culture and heritage of our Hmong Wisconsin folks. It's a culture that is central to who we are as a state. Members of this community are connected to every aspect of our Wisconsin way of life. As a governor, it has been a top priority of my administration to support the Hmong community here in Wisconsin. In 2021, I was proud to declare May 14th as Hmong Lao Veterans Day, and each year since, we lowered the flags to recognize the courage and the sacrifice of veterans, those veterans and their families. And you all know that these individuals bravely fought alongside U.S. troops during the Vietnam War, and I remain committed to ensuring members of this community receive the honor, respect, resources, and support they have earned through their service. Over the years, we have directed millions of dollars to support the long-term success of Hmong service organizations and small business owners across the state. Folks, here in Wisconsin, we are also proud to boast the 3rd largest Hmong population in the nation, an accomplishment that's been helped move Wisconsin forward, particularly in our egg industry. And the success of our $1 billion egg industry in part is due to the many Hmong farmers who help grow, manage, and sell and transport fresh products across the state and nation. Through their incredible work and determination, these folks have helped uphold Wisconsin's place as a leading producer in ginseng for the nation, a badge we wear with honor. The fabric of Wisconsin is aided by the work ethic and the resiliency of the Hmong community, and they bring this every single day, all of which is on display here this weekend. And to ensure that future generations learn about this unique community, last year I signed a bill requiring schools to teach both Hmong and Asian American history in Wisconsin. And I know you all feel this way. I firmly believe that our diversity in Wisconsin is a strength, not a weakness. We must embrace the vibrant cultures and heritage and make our state the great place it is to live, work, and raise a family. That's why festivals like this and celebrations like this are so important. But as always, we have more work to do if we want to continue our tradition of progress, prosperity, and building a brighter future for all who call Wisconsin home. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone again for being here for what is sure to be a great weekend again. And now before I go, I'd like to invite Executive Director Xiong up here to receive this certificate, bring it every year, on behalf of my office, recognizing this year's Hmong Wausau Festival and the incredible impact this event has on our local community. Yi, come on up here. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Governor Tony Evers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all give him another round of applause. Your support is appreciated, Governor. Thank you very much. Next up, as a speaker for our event, she has been here before, second leader in the state of Wisconsin, very caring and loving person. She comes to Wausau quite often, visits our businesses, visits our nonprofit. We're more than happy to have her here this year to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have you stand up too, and please welcome the Lieutenant Governor, Sarah Rodriguez.
So good morning, everyone, and thank you for that introduction. It is so wonderful to be with all of you here today for this year's Hmong Wausau Festival. And we normally have many veterans here today, so I want to acknowledge their service and their sacrifice and the multiple contributions that you have made to Wisconsin. Like some of you may know, I'm the proud daughter of a Navy veteran who served during the Vietnam War. And when I look at that folded flag in my home, I do want to acknowledge that it is service and it is sacrifice for all the veterans out there today. So it's an honor to be here to celebrate the history and the culture of the Hmong community and stand with so many great leaders who work so hard to better our state. So over the last few years of being Lieutenant Governor, I have had the pleasure of meeting with many businesses, community organizations here in central Wisconsin and throughout the state that work to support the Hmong community. And it has been such a great opportunity to learn how we as a state can do more to support you. I'm proud to be part of an administration that makes honoring and celebrating the diverse and unique cultures of Wisconsin a priority. 2021, thank you. 2021, Governor Evers designated May 14th as Hmong Lao Veterans Day in Wisconsin, and each year since, Wisconsin flags have been flown at half-staff, not only to honor the many Hmong Lao people who bravely fought, but to also mark the day when the last families and soldiers fled Laos. This year marked that 50th anniversary, and you've heard about it today from many of the speakers. Today, Wisconsin has the third largest Hmong population in the United States, with almost 58,000 Hmong residents. This weekend's celebration is a wonderful opportunity to come together and recognize the significant impact of the Hmong American community on Wisconsin. Not only a positive impact on the Wisconsin economy, but the labor force as well. We have continued to grow here in Wisconsin. As our economy has grown, so have the contributions of the Hmong community. Many are entrepreneurs. You only have to look outside this tent to see the impact of the economy that the Hmong community has on Wisconsin. Our state thrives when every community and every family has the same opportunities to better their lives and surroundings. Hmong Wisconsinites are a central part of our cultural fabric. We must continue to support community events like this that celebrate the community and helps make our state a great place to live. So today, I would like to reaffirm my commitment to supporting the Hmong community to break down barriers to success, to eliminate anti-immigrant rhetoric, and to make Wisconsin a welcoming place for all. Our state becomes better when we can unite over our shared interests, shared stories, and celebrate the lives and achievements of so many here in Wisconsin. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for inviting me, and have fun on the festival.
Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for the Lieutenant Governor. Supporting our events every year and also supporting our community every now and then when she pays a visit to Marathon County. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Our next person coming up here to speak has been here before that supports this community festival. I believe last year his remark was for us to love America, and love America we do. Ladies and gentlemen, our federally elected officials are so important to our state, so important to our nation, and this individual is very important to our community. If I can have you all stand up and let's all welcome Congressman Tom Tiffany.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Hmong Festival for an invitation once again to join you here. I'm going to keep my remarks brief. As you can see, I had my jacket off. It's getting a little bit warm in here, so I'll be sure to keep it brief. On behalf of the Congress of the United States of America and the President, I want to say congratulations to the Hmong Wausau Festival on 8 years. We recognize the importance of your culture that has come to the United States of America and become part of this great melting pot that we have in the United States of America. But I'm remiss in not saying there was a pang of memory that has been going through, coursing through me here as we came up with the parade and then watching the dancers here. I'm a girl dad, and had 3 daughters over the course of 18 years that were dancers, and it brings back great memories to see these young dancers up here providing us with such a good performance. I want to pick up on the remarks from our first of the main speakers. She used a couple terms in there that I think are central to this great experiment that is known as America. One is family, and the other one is opportunity. And both of them are at the heart of what has been this grand experiment that has led to the greatest country on the history of mankind to be here for nearly 250 years. And I see it today in the Hmong culture and at this event here. I see families that have gotten together to celebrate here on a glorious July weekend here in Wisconsin, and they are enjoying themselves. Family is at the heart of our society. It builds strong communities, strong states, and a strong bands throughout our society. Family has always been at the heart of the greatness of America. But the other thing that our featured speaker said is embracing the fabulous opportunity that every American is given. We are all given that opportunity when we are born here in America, and those that choose to come to America. Everyone has the opportunity to achieve that great American dream. And I am so glad to hear her celebrate that today here at the Hmong Wausau Festival. So with that, thank you once again for the invitation today. I hope you have many more years of a successful Hmong Wausau Festival here, right in central Wisconsin. And I hope all of you enjoy this beautiful July day in Wisconsin. Thank you so much.
Congressman Tom Tiffany, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for the Congressman. Thank you. It's always great to see our elected federal officials here to our event. Thank you very much for being here. Now, lunch, I believe it's being served right now. Lunch is being served right now. Now, I do want to apologize to all our guests that's not receiving lunch. All our people receiving lunch are our special guests, are our VIP attendees. And so we want to apologize for those that aren't being handed a lunch. Please accept our apology. For all our VIP guests, our distinguished leaders and honored guests, lunch will be served for you. I believe there's a special seating for you. So everyone should be getting a lunch box. And while you eat, please listen as well to the speakers here on stage. We do want to give them our full respect. Bây giờ liệt sĩ nè, giờ phong cho you, bây giờ cho nó cho qua. Nên cũng tới rồi có bỏ hai tia, giờ tuân sai hòa là cũng dài, rau mỏ là rau. Bây giờ một chút xanh thì bây giờ nó chuẩn bị cảm no rồi đó. Bây giờ họ dài được lời sư bây giờ trên đây đó. Để họ nói đây họ giải hút chỉ phú rồi. Bây giờ dài chỉ tròn đây, có chỉ chua. Họ nói đây giải chỉ phú. Bây giờ muốn cho nó cho hòa. Bây giờ một chút xanh. Cho hòa mình cảm nó chứ lỡ tua còn bây lúc nọ về bây họ kể của là trâu về chủ yếu mỗi họ chơi chuyện cái nó là rau thì in họ sưu lên menu là nọ và nó bây giờ dùng để rau nhau để chẳng có chất lá thì nó bây giờ cũng được lợi là bây giờ trên này nó sai trả đó bây giờ mong thì nên để bây giờ đi tu sao thì bây giờ họ muốn được lợi là chỉ là nên của họ này cũng được lợi giải tỏ lời thiết sư thì mà lý nó này chỉ tao ít đồ trong món nọ bên ngoài nhà ở trên này là họ nên đi giảm chỉ phú này đi giảm chỉ phú này 我做得到别是那么给是讲对的我做得到呢 So going forward, our special guest speakers will continue to be here on stage. Our next speaker is the Executive Director at North Central Technical College. NTC here in Marathon County is so important to the Hmong community. The history of the Hmong community, NTC, goes back 40 years, almost 50 now. Because when we arrived with no education, the adults with no education did not speak English. In fact, today they're still doing it. They offer those programs to help the adults learn and speak English. So we are very close to NTC. We're very happy that the leaders here today to speak. Please welcome the Executive Director of NTC, Dr. Vicky Japenson.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Vicky Jefferson. I serve as Executive Director of the NTC Foundation and the NTC Property Foundation. On behalf of Dr. Warden, our College Board, and our Foundation Board, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. It is my pleasure to be here to present the third annual Soul Lock Scholarship, which is made possible through collaboration between the Hmong American Center, North Central Technical College, and the NTC Foundation. The Soul Lock Scholarship was the vision of Neng Xiong, past Executive Director of the Hmong American Center. We are truly fortunate to have built a strong relationship with such an important community partner, which continues today under the leadership of B. Van Her. Criteria for the scholarship is that it is awarded to a new or continuing full or part-time student enrolled in one of NTC's first responder programs, which include fire medic, emergency medical technician, and criminal justice. To be eligible, the student must also have completed the Soul Lock Security Program at the Hmong American Center in Wausau. The scholarship is awarded in the amount of $1,500 to assist with the cost of tuition and books. I'm honored to announce the recipient of this year's Soul Lock Scholarship, James Yang. James is a recent Wausau West High School graduate who will enroll at NTC this fall in the Criminal Justice Program. In his scholarship application, James mentioned that his most meaningful accomplishment so far was when he joined the Soul Lock Security Program. His plan after completing his education is to become a police officer. Please join me in congratulating James Yang.
Jinko, wherever Jinko is. Oh, there he is. Okay, that's Jinko Yonitzi, or his father. So if we can give him a round of applause as well too. Fong, can you come and take a quick picture? Oh, there you are.
Dr. Vicky Jebetson, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for the leader at NTC. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the scholarship, NTC. Thank you very much. bây giờ tôi thầy rồi ạ. Đây sai bây giờ có chú sinh嘅giờ là họ đây tàng cái gì. Nên họ ba giải đây rồi bây giờ có chú sinh theo. Rồi họ này sẽ xóa cái. Giờ một đây thì lỡ đi qua chỉ có quốc gia thì lỡ đi sẽ xóa. Bây giờ tôi thầy luôn á. Đây bỏ bây giờ có chú sinh ở đây tàng cái gì. Nên họ ba giải đây rồi bây giờ có chú sinh học. I was just making announcements to please pass water to our special guests. If their bottle of water runs out, then more should be coming. So. Next up, speaking. She's a leader in the Hmong community from Dane County in the Madison area. She's an activist. She works for justice in the Hmong community and for all people. She's been to events in the Wausau area before. I believe I've met her once. So a very strong lady. She is in the Dane County Board of Supervisors. Ladies and gentlemen, from Madison, Wisconsin, please welcome Brenda Yang.
Now? Oh, jeez. My apologies about that. All right, I think it's on now. Okay. All right. Nhớ trong số tu, cú lúc đây hùa Brenda, hùa ya, cú yo ấy cũng nói chú số ca nhớ cho thiên trả Dane County Supervisor. Cú sao ở cho gì Neng Xiong cho sĩ hậu cho cú là hai bên lo lụt sâu bên cho bóng cho lúc xem nó. Thiết giờ này cho tụi tôi còn lúc trong sinh trí thà cho đi thái tụi kênh the ice. Cú yo hai lùng phong vì tê rồi. Một tê cho này mình cả đều nó cho bên nhau ok yo chín nhẹ. Hay để bên thả cho cái ba đi thái tụi kênh the ice. Cú sáng có bên cho tụi bây giờ mong nhớ học sinh Wisconsin cho tụi tôi còn lúc trong sinh trí nó vì họ nói cho ít họ ở trên kinh hình cho bây cho tụi lúc xưa họ nó họ để cho mình cả bây tư bao thia bây nó sử sinh thia bây giờ mong tổ trong đây thế xa cho ba một chỗ để theo lo theo lúc để theo ở đó chỉ tao một đua họ nói mà nhớ ít họ ở trong trai hình thế trước sinh hình cho bây cho tụi bây giờ bây giờ mong tôi nhớ cho tới cho mình cả tổ chức cho xong rồi bây giờ thế bây gì tôi kia nhắn là tiêm luôn liền nhớ cho pha thì hai giống tôi là đi nát hồng cả một chỗ tới chờ thái thế tôi chỗ tới chờ mình cả bây giờ chỉ xa thì bây giờ mua ít lúc xí hở nhau bên kia mi cả nó hay thì nó chủ yếu là lý cho bây giờ xa bây giờ cả một trâu đi tê giờ thì cú yo ít tu nó chứ thế chỉ tao qua ý nhà chậu trai lọ cú cũng trai thì do ice bỏ cú là yon đề cú thế xa cú cho cá mù lúc tây chờ vì cú yo ít tu nè tao đã thiên cho họ ta xin nó trong phủ tứ cho nên đâu một cơ thiên xa là mù là lúc tây chờ là cú yên bao hai tia tây rồi nên cho tụ mua có cái chất xanh nó thiên ấy vì lý nó cú thiên chỉ lúc trong xin thả lọ ba cho bên cho tụ mong có bên mua ít khỏi theo tôi xin cho nó chứ thì chế đó lọ theo cho lọ bao bên tây cái chất xanh thiên nó lọ tây cái bát chùa thiên lọ cho hậu lọ ba thì thái bên sinh cho tụ lúc trong xin thả nó yo mua phát triển đầu lúc trong xin nó yo thả cho cái tí thái you to king the ice yo hay the ice tua cho các theo hơn lì lo xì theo nhau yo ô lê trà yo hay the ice để con trong đó đỡ làm cho các the king lúc chua lúc xì hở yo đánh chi thế lì giả cái bát tí thái co thì co chính mình gì nó cho họ kể cỡ nó cú tao chơi Congressman Mark Pocan, Congressman Winmore, this Senator Tammy Baldwin, cho nó chú tỷ chế đỡ, thêm cho nó chú tỷ St. Wisconsin Representative Francesca Hmong, this St. Wisconsin tu tuần đông tờ Sarah Godlewski, thế lúc cho nó chú hồ dây cho tụ tua, là cái tua kia, thế cái bát của thế cái bát thì thay tu king the ice. Dĩ nó lời xã nó nên cái chất sinh thế cái nhau xia lời thiệp bao số trai còn ya cho bê xua tù lời hú xã hú thiết thơ có bê cho mong xua tù yếu chỉ tốt cùng lúc trong sĩ thảo nó khó nó yếu ít khó của chính kinh hình vì Mark Pocan thế Tammy Baldwin ta tỏ ô hô lì tỷ chế đó là bát tỷ thái bê xua tù là ice do lỡ bỏ hai đứa bé cho mong trông hẹn thêm bé lưu xuân đó lỡ yo bao để bé chỉnh kinh thêm bé lưu xuân mong đi lúc trong xin chỉ nó yo mua cho thầu giờ nên mua nên lúc sợ tông nên thầu nên lúc sợ tông nên show kia nè yo mua cho thầu lúc gì liên thu và thi cổ trong kỳ lúc Mekong Banquet and Hall nhớ cho hồ McFarland and Dane County họ chơi nhó giờ nên mua nên lúc sợ tông nên show kia của yo chỉ hai mươi cả nè G.E. Sung Sung, Erling Avenue, McFarland, Wisconsin. Cú xã có biết cho mong chua tụ tua cùng có phung cầu lúc mình không banquet hall thiết kia cho biết cho nó chú hay tiền biết nhon được nó thiết biết yo chỉ cho cá mồm bỏ tê rồi tiền biết chỉ yo nên tới đỡ là biết yo nên bị cả thiết biết mua chai nhau hậu tiết cho mình cả tí giả lên nên tới đỡ nhau giờ nên mua lúa nung gì nào lo thọ lần cho hụt thả cũng mà lấy thêm gì đâu nè ở trong đâu thế thọ còn nên cho tụ nó cá nhau rằng Hello, my name is Brenda Yang, Dane County Supervisor, and I welcome all the inclusive words and the efforts from elected officials and the work that they have done to make our Hmong community in Wausau and Marathon County seen, heard, that everyone is seen, heard, and valued. However, we are currently living under unprecedented times. So this is my challenge to you. I hope that your words of inclusion will not just be words, but action, especially during this time when the Hmong community is being targeted by this current administration at the federal level. I hope all elected officials here today will honor the Hmong community and each and every single person here by standing up to protect every single person, by not just creating policies that are more humane, but that you all will fight against the dehumanization from this current administration, where people are being captured with no due process and sent to countries they have never lived. The congressman said earlier that we are the great melting pot, but I would like to gently counter that idea. We are not the melting pot. We are a unique culture in a country with existing cultures. And with our own unique cultures, we bring value, not to be meshed into one, but to provide nuance, beauty, and depth. And I look forward to the day when we can truly be in community together without diminishing each other's unique identities, where we are all seen, heard, loved, and valued. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you very much, Brenda. Thank you very much. I was told that we're a little ahead of schedule, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Our lineup of speakers today is pretty much concluded. Our next speaker is the chair of this event, who will be making the closing remarks. So, one more speaker, last speaker making closing remarks. We ask that you stay seated to the very end. We're almost getting down to it. So ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman who chairs this event is going on its 8th year. And he's no longer with the Hmong American Center, but he holds this event to be important. He believes this event to be a milestone that the Hmong community has achieved. And he wants it to continue on going bigger and better forward. So ladies and gentlemen, this guy is one of the hardest working individuals I know, a guy who I consider a good friend. Chair of this event, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Neng Xiong.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to everybody that is here with us today. As said before, my name is Neng Xiong, and I had the distinct honor of being the chair again for this year. And I'm so proud to be able to be here as the chair of this event. But I'm also very proud and thankful to the incredible individuals that helped make this event a success. As we gather to close the 8th annual Hmong Wausau Festival morning program, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of gratitude and pride. This gathering has been a beautiful celebration of our heritage, our history, our accomplishments, and our resiliency as a community. First and foremost, I also want to extend my heartfelt thank you to all our sponsors, those who have supported us from the beginning or have supported us now, or those who have supported us in the past. Your generous support has been instrumental in making this festival a reality. Without your commitment, we wouldn't have been able to share our culture and traditions with so many. So thank you for believing in us and our mission. Transitioning from our supporters, let us shine a light on the incredible volunteers who helped make this event a possibility. You are the heartbeat of this festival. Your tireless efforts, dedication, and spirits have woven the fabric of this event together. We could have not done this event without your support. So thank you for your selflessness and your hard work. If you're out there today and you see any of our volunteers, please thank them for their contributions. This committee is ran entirely by volunteers, and it's a mixture of young folks and elders who work together to put this event together. Now, turning our attention to collaboration, we must acknowledge the organizations that partnered with us, especially those who involved us in those tough and difficult discussions from the beginning. Thank you for aligning with our vision and working alongside us to uplift our community. Your collaboration reinforces the strength we have when we come together for a common cause. Next, let's give a huge shout out to our incredible vendors who brought their delicious food, unique crafts, and exceptional services to our festival. You added flavor and uniqueness to our community and our celebration, and we appreciate you for sharing your talent with us. As we continue to celebrate our vibrant community, I would also like to express my deep appreciation and gratitude to our phenomenal athletes and competitors. Thank you for showcasing your determination and passion. You inspire all of us with your dedication, and you remind us of the power of determination. Your spirits lift us and show the strength and talent that resides within our community. While we celebrate, we must also take a moment to honor all our keynote speakers, dignitaries, and other speakers that are here with us today. Your insight, words of wisdom, and presence have enriched this event profoundly. Thank you for taking the time to share your knowledge and for supporting our journey. Last but not least, thank you to each and every single one of you for being here with us today. You grace all of us with your presence, and your presence here is a godsend, and we are so thrilled. You as attendees are the reasons why we host events like these. Building on our gratitude today, we gather here not just to celebrate, but as Governor Evers mentioned, to reflect on the profound journey of the Hmong people in the United States over the past 50 years. 50 years of resilience, 50 years of success, and 50 years of rich contributions that have woven our culture into the diverse tapestry of American life. Before we embrace this significant milestone, let us also remember and honor those individuals who had made sacrifices and paved the way for our achievements. The Hmong people were recruited during a time of turmoil, serving valiantly in a war that was not their own. They stepped forward to protect American lives, gather critical information, and execute their missions, often at an unimaginable cost. We remember the staggering loss. By the end of that conflict, 1/3 of Hmong men were killed. All of basically the age 16 to 40 was non-existent. For every American pilot that was saved, 30 Hmong lives were lost. And this tragedy did not stop here. There was countless women and children that also suffered, bearing the weight of that painful legacy. As we reflect on this history, consider how our Hmong ancestors arrived in this country with little more than clothes on their back, carrying with them the spirit of hope and determination. They faced incredible hardships, yet they continue to proceed forward. Today, they and we have turned trials into triumphs. From saving the ginseng industry in Marathon County to propelling and supporting and growing local factories, Hmong contributions has been vital. We boast one of the largest Hmong sewing companies in the nation and thriving community of Hmong professionals, enhancing our economy and enriching our society. Standing here today, I am incredibly proud to be an American, especially a Hmong American. We have risen from adversity, transformed challenges into opportunities, and built communities that exemplify strength, unity, and pride. Together we celebrate our legacy and our achievements together. As we draw the curtain on this 50th anniversary, remember this. This is just the beginning. Next year, we will be honoring another landmark, the arrival of the very first Hmong family in Wausau, who dared to call this place their home. In closing, let us continue to carry forward this spirit of unity, resilience, and gratitude, honoring the past while striving forward towards a future filled with hope and promise. Together, we can ensure that the stories of our ancestors inspire generations to come. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible occasion. Here's to a bright future with promise built on the foundation of our shared history. As we move forward from this festival, let's carry the spirit of unity and celebration with us. Let's celebrate the past. Let's continue to inspire. Remember the sacrifices, empower and uplift one another as we pave the way for next generation. And together we can achieve great things. Once again, thank you all. Thank you to each and every single one of you for making this festival an unforgettable success. Here's to our community, here's to our heritage, here's to our past, and here's to our bright future. Thank you all, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our morning speaking agenda. Thank you so much for being patient and listening to this morning's program. Next up on stage is the fashion show, I believe. So don't leave too quick. Next up on stage is the fashion show. We want you to enjoy that too. If not, go and enjoy the sports activities. Go support the vendors. Go support the nonprofits. And I'll see you next year. Thank you.
给烟月在。